Guys, this is what you've been waiting for eagerly. Well, at least some of you, I hope. Yet another ranked match between two great teams from the Bastion server. It's strictly business against Hey, I'm MVP. Both Imperial teams, probably known to you already if you've been watching my other casts of the games from the server, or perhaps if you even play on the server. They are well-known ranked teams. Both are packed with the good players. Like, I cannot emphasize enough how damn packed they are on the great players. Just like teacher, diegetic, deft, just bodies, just to name a few of them. And well, what we have right here and right now is Novare Coast de Nova, and what about their setup? It seems like Strictly Business will be running with the two Marauders, probably Rage. They have a sniper. I'm unsure on its spec. Peerage is tanking. There is obviously a Hamburglar, an assassin defender of the West Point. The standard healer setup of a hybrid Sork probably, and the Crunchy as an operative healer. But the game is about to start, so let me jump in and let's see what setup they will be going against from Hey, I'm MVP. Crunchy going invisible straight away, and Peerage is probably, yes, he's charging right in for the initial control slows. He is also followed by Diegetic, who, yes, they intimidated quite a few players on Hey, I'm MVP. What's happening, guys? Avila is taking some hit, it seems, but is kept alive. What demonstrating is going on right now? What a great grenade on 3 of the Strictly Businesses player. Diegetic is inside the point, but quickly driven off. Villa is seriously taking some hit, and it is a sorcerer healer from on the Strictly Businesses side. Whoa, quite a lot of damage is going on. I'm not feeling any pressure from Strictly Business on Hey, I'm MVP. So far they're taking quite a considerable damage from the opposing team, and I don't know, unless something changes like straight away, they might be losing middle, and that is not something they want. And what is that? Check it out. There seems like someone from Hey, I'm MVP made his way to West. Yeah, there are only like 6 people from Hey, I'm MVP in the middle. They've gone for some shenanigans. Not quite a standard opening from Hey, I'm MVP here, when usually 7 people go middle and one possibly Shadow or an Assassin goes to defend the closest point of the teams, but it is not the case right now. But what is that? Careful, I'm MVP is missing the cap on the middle. That shouldn't. There's only 1 tick left. That shouldn't be happening. Come on, interrupt. Smack your tears. Hide your kids. It's capping. But just a split second away from getting that last tick. But it doesn't happen. Oh, but still, someone managed. Excuse me. And middle is now in control of the Strictly Business. But what's going on? What's going on West? Hamburglar, his HP, the assassin defender of the Strictly Business, is about to fall. Crunchy realizes that and perhaps receives a signal on the team spec and makes his way to West. Cannot decide, it seems, whether to go or stay. Decides to go. Oh yeah, already 3 people for Hey, I am MVP on the West Point. Goddamn, this is intense from the first minute. Even though Strictly Business is getting their first shots on I'm MVP's team, but it seems like MVPs will succeed at getting West. Yes, and before the grenade of Crunchy reaches the pack of MVP's players who were capping, they managed to get the point, and now the game is turning in favor of MVPs. But that being said, there aren't a lot of support for the MVPs at a lot of presence for the MVPs at the West Point, and perhaps they will not be holding it for long, and perhaps that is not exactly what they're going for. Maybe they want to stall and attract as much attention as possible from Strictly Business to the West Point, while they would wipe and rush for the middle. It seems like nobody else is coming here, and yeah, perhaps that is exactly what MVP wants to do. They want to instead rotate for the middle. Look at this, all of the Strictly businesses here, they have to get back middle right away, and as we could see in the distance, MVPs have already dropped this pawn point and are going for the middle point. What is Crunchy going to do? He's trying to CC, I guess, someone to... Yep, he's trying to CC the sword healer, but misses the grenade, and it doesn't happen, and MVPs are already capping the middle point. Will they be able to? But no, it seems like Strictly Business was able to return back into the middle in time to prevent the cap. Woo, they were able to retake west, they prevented the mid from being capped, and now they're in pretty tight grip on this game. I'm not sure if hey, MVP will have an easy time of retaking the point or turning back the game. What is this? Diegetic rushes off from the middle. Did he receive a tip from Hamburglar? Oh yes, indeed, I wasn't watching the ops frame, but Hamburglar is losing HP, and pretty quickly Diegetic went off to help him, obviously, to the west point, because it seems like the pressure is high. Or maybe it isn't, since Hamburglar is already healing up, so perhaps he was able to make a quick work of the attacker, and is now like Diegetic should be returning back to the middle. Villa meanwhile falls, and it leaves only Crunchy to heal in the middle. Will he be pressured? Yes, it seems he's losing HP quickly. Immediately use Madback, and meanwhile Deft goes down. Now is the time for the MVPs to make their moves, but instead of pressing in, ignoring everything, they are retreating for a little bit, and that might give Strictly Business a time. And yes, we can see that the healer has returned, and actually Strictly Business did not lose a lot of people here, so they weren't in any real danger. Diegetic seems to have overextended a little bit. Will he be kept alive? 9% hit points left. Will he go down? It seems like he won't. Teacher is dropping low. Ooh, Teacher is about to go down. Goes down. Seriously, MVP needs to take a couple of 2-3 frags in succession and then quickly wipe the remaining Strictly Business players. They have quite a good chance at retaking the middle, considering that 40% is already capped. They just need to swing momentum only for 4 or 5 seconds. They don't need any more, but they are not paying attention, and Deft manages to recap a little bit, at least one little tick, but it all matters. Ooh, holy! But MVP quickly retakes the tick back. It's back and forth, and an insane battle in the middle, guys. Insane battle in the middle. Good AoE comes out, and MVPs cannot seem to establish the presence they need. Cannot drive Strictly Business back, and someone is trying to run for the west, perhaps to draw some attention from Strictly Business. And seriously, MVPs should be doing something, should be starting to worry about this game, about turning it, perhaps utilizing some different strategies. They go out of position. Perhaps they wanted to relocate, but it is so hard without having a combat Carnage predation here to move around the points on Novare or any other war zone for that matter. If you do not have a combat predation, relocating between points effectively is quite a problem. They're trying to go for the west point again. We see that assassin defender from Hey I'm MVP made his way to the west as well, so east is undefended, but it is kind of obvious, and it doesn't happen quick enough. We can see Crunchy wanted to go west, but then realizes he has to stay because the presence of MVPs in the middle point at the middle point is still high. He won't let Purage die though, I'm pretty sure, and he's not taking any damage himself. There is attempted for control from Erin, but it would not work, and MVPs are continuing to fall. Well, this is a pretty exciting game, guys. but unfortunately MVPs are just unable to swing momentum in their favor. Oh, but they're cap in middle. Someone made Smack Your Tears sneakily made his way inside the point, and they're desperately trying to cap. We can see Desperation gets a hold of the Hey I'm MVP. They're trying to do something. Both points, middle and west one, are capped a little bit, but they just cannot progress farther than 40% on each of them, because, well, Strictly Business is playing this perfectly. They're paying attention, they're not letting anyone cap, and what I feel is MVPs did not do a great job at interrupting when they had to, and perhaps that risky move in the beginning is what cost them the game. Also, another thing that might have cost them the game is their decision to go for the middle instead of trying to flow to the west point when they had it and keep interrupting, because they had all the possibilities to do that. Two stealth could easily chain interrupt for enough of time for the rest of the team to keep flowing to the west point, but they decided not to do that and instead tried to quickly go for the middle, which did not work out. And thus they find themselves, well, it's pretty safe to say that Strictly Business got this game. And well, personally, yeah, I think that they had two chances to turn this game. First of all, is not to go for the risky strategy that, well, it paid off, but there wasn't enough of follow-up to it. There wasn't a proper follow-up, and there we go. Hey, I'm MVP loses this Novare Coast match. It was great. Both teams played awesome, but just a little bit of I wouldn't call it a missed strategy, but the gamble. GG is called. Let's look at the stats. Yep, due to a lot of movement from Hey I'm MVP, their damage is considerably lower. Strictly Business remains stationary, paid attention, thus they were able to deliver better DPS, consistently pushing Hey I'm MVP back, and perhaps that's what won the game. Anyway, it was flavored. Remember, dailypvp.com. Come, give me your feedback, talk to the people, talk about SW Tour, talk about the other games, as well as follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/dailypvp for more SW Tour content, and not only. It was flavored with the Strictly Business against Hey I'm MVP from the Bastion server. Stay in touch.